vision of what the comment says before you push it live. So unlike Facebook and Twitter, whereby the user comes on, posts a comment, and it's there, with YouTube you can set it up so that any comments can be moderated by yourself before it goes live. So that's a nice opportunity, because if we don't want people coming onto our channel and writing bad things, or potentially things that might be quite negative, then that gives us an opportunity to actually see that comment and approve it to go live before it goes out into our channel, because we're going to be associated with all of the content on our channel, even if we didn't write it. So that's just an important example. Talking about Janssen again, they produced a channel called Living with ADHD, and that was a hugely popular channel in the UK. The video alone received 250,000 video views within a few months, and it inspired well over 2,000 comments. So for quite a very specific disease area, the compelling content through the video, through having some really nice, engaging content through the video, inspired a lot of community action, and it also generated a lot of press. So that just goes to show how important YouTube can be as a channel, and how important video is for consumers.
Can we ask how many organizations here use YouTube actively? Anyone? We have in Italy, France, Serbia, Croatia, and Romania. And you. Okay, anyone else? What kind of videos do you post in Macedonia? So, what kind of videos do you produce?
Conferences like this, workshops.
Is it just
educational material mostly. Mostly educational material.
Just educational material. Do you see the statistics, how many people view them? Do you have any comments? Are people commenting on them? Are people engaging with them?
Comments are usually disabled because of the trolls, internet trolls, because we don't want negative content. We want to be there to be presentable, to present something, but we don't need internet trolls.
Well, you will have internet trolls everywhere.
Yeah, but when you disable comments, then people can simply focus on the video and not on the...
But then what if you then lose one positive comment? What if someone wants to outreach to you?
That's the price that you're willing to pay, because with the video we have tags that leads to Hepatitis, that leads to anybody who wants to ask any sane or normal question. But
then do you have like a forum on your website for direct engagement with people? What I'm asking basically is, do you have some place, some vehicle, some channel for people to come to your organization and engage with you, and to engage between themselves?
Yes.
I know that Hepatitis, you have a forum.
We have a really good forum.
Yes, you have a great forum, and there are trolls there, I'm sure, but you're doing a good job to filter them. It's easy to delete the trolls, it just takes a little bit of time.
We have like 1,500 members, and let's say 10 trolls per day. But we delete them.
Okay, so you see 1,500 people are members, and let's say 200 are commenting on a weekly, monthly, whatever basis. And then on top of this, you have only like 5 or 10 trolls. Mind you, this is, we are all engaged in liver diseases. We're not engaged with Lady Gaga or with Justin Bieber, so there won't be so many trolls. You cannot write something about triple therapy and expect someone to come and troll to you, oh no, that's stupid, that's not going to work, or I don't like your music. So there won't be that many trolls. Don't be afraid to engage with your audiences, and video materials are the best things that outreach easily, because even the media, when some kind of, I don't know, TV channel is interested in you, they can just pick up the video and they can streamline it. They don't have to spend any time to think about the content. They just take it from you, copy and paste, and it's out there. And video is the easiest thing for users to take in, because with video you have most visual and most audio perception for everyone. So it's the fastest.
Because some people are visual and some people don't get the information that way. And if you're sick and you really want to know things, you don't want the pictures. You don't want pictures or videos or anything. You just want to know
This is why we were talking about multi-channeling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're not saying do only video. We're not saying do only Facebook, do only Twitter. Do everything. Do as much as you can.
But I don't think, you can't say that visualability is always, because people are different, you know. Some
Not
people
always.
cannot take in visual things.
Not always.
But you look at younger age demographics, and they're very much inspired by visuals. So you look at, you know, as we were saying with Twitter, then the age demographics are much lower. And to the point that Martin mentioned, the multi-channel approach means that we can talk to very young age groups through very visual means, and people who want much more information through copy and content we can also kind of capture. So it just means we're not limiting, you know, who we can talk to in the most engaging way.
Yeah.
But coming back to the point about your YouTube channel, so you can, there are, just like Google Analytics, you've got YouTube Analytics, which is free, so you can look at, for every video that you've got in your channel, you can look at how many times it's been viewed, but more importantly, did they watch the whole video? Did they drop off after 5 seconds, in which case they've missed some of the key messages? So you can get the geography of the location of everybody that's viewed your video. So that's a really important insight, and it's free. So all you need to do is just log in, and you can see, you know, at what point the average user stopped watching the video, and you know, which would suggest your video is too long, or you need something that's going to draw them through the content. So that's, you know, that's the first thing. With regards to the commenting, I would, you know, you've chosen to engage in a social space. So why not be social? Because that sits at loggerheads in a way.
No, we are social, but we prefer Facebook for commenting and stuff, not the YouTube channel. I don't know. This was just the decision, but Facebook looked like better way.
Yeah, because YouTube, you've got even more ability to control what is public. So if you've got a good comment, great, publish it. It's live. If you've got a bad comment, you can just delete it and nobody will ever have seen it. Only you, as the person that's received the comment, you can choose whether it goes onto the page or whether it's just deleted without ever being seen. So that's unlike Facebook, which is where every comment just gets published immediately, and you have to go on after people have seen it to delete it. So you've got YouTube gives you a fantastic ability to capture more positivity. And you know, you don't want to just display positive. You know, you can create debate through a negative comment. Just because one person's got a negative opinion, that might inspire 30 other people to say, no, you're wrong. This is how I feel. So I'd recommend that you sort of maybe put a control in place to moderate the comments.
Something to reconsider, definitely.
But yeah.
By the way, I've seen Red Door at LinkedIn. Do you have some stats or figures for that kind of network? LinkedIn, you know?
LinkedIn?
Yeah.
I don't actually to hand. It's something that we sort of, when we've got a white paper or if we've got a new report, we can create a community within LinkedIn to sort of view and comment on that report. It's not actually, it's a good point because it's not actually a focused channel for us. We've got a channel there, but we're much more focused on Twitter and our website. LinkedIn tends to be just for sort of you know, HR and sort of resourcing, but it's not a channel that we've really put a lot into.
Just very quickly going back to YouTube, because I think this is such a good opportunity for the groups, and maybe if you are not using YouTube, an idea maybe would be to, because as Seb mentioned, this drives traffic to your website as well. You can post the video on Facebook, you can post the video on YouTube. One of the things that you could do that's very simple, because maybe you're thinking, oh, how can I do a video? I'm not a producer, I have no idea. Something that's very easy is to do a questions and answers session, 10 minutes, with a doctor that you know. So you may want to just approach a hepatologist or a doctor that you know and just literally sit him in a chair and then ask him 10 questions that you think a patient would want to know, and then conduct a very quick interview and put that online. So that can be filmed with an iPhone.
Yeah.
Very simple, and I bet there are going to be a lot of patients that will want to get the information. That's something so easy to do because I'm sure you have access to a lot of doctors, and you'll be able to find one that can do. So 10-minute questions and answers with your doctor. What is hepatitis C? Can I get treated? What are the symptoms? What about, and then if it's successful, you might want to do follow-ups. You might want to do a question and answers just about, I don't know, stigma with someone else. A question and answers about depression. A question, it's just an idea. And maybe ELPA could provide more ideas.
It's a very good idea, and I can share with you the experience that I've had with distributing content over Facebook, because we're mainly concentrating on Facebook at this point. When we post a short video, and when I say short, I mean like a minute, minute and a half, about 2 minutes, that's as short as we can make it, about hepatitis, be it awareness or just some basic information or something like that. If we have the time and you guys have the strength and the willing, I can show you some of the content on our Facebook page, on the ELPA, our Facebook page. I can show the videos, and you can see that a video of 2 minutes on hepatitis C with a stick figure, which is very funny, and it's a very old video. It's not something made. I'm sure some people have seen it. This video gets like hundreds, not 100, hundreds and hundreds, sometimes thousands of views, likes, shares, not so many comments, because again, we are a little bit more prolific, organization, but it gets a lot of attention, a lot of attention. Then we post the same thing in written format, which is written in a recognized paper, which is shared, and it's again very simple. What is hepatitis C, how do you catch it, how do you prevent it, how do you treat it, and so on and so forth, C, B, A, everything. It's really simple, but the written one gets 100, 150 maybe views, couple dozen likes maybe, but that's it pretty much. But the video goes huge. And the biggest one of the biggest ones are also photos. We've had great success when sharing the images from the WHO that WHO made. So they're not exactly talking about the disease or anything, they're just drawing attention. And if you can get their attention and you can spark an interest of people to search for the information on themselves, then you really have their attention. But if you just give them something, here, read this, then they'll just, yeah, okay, I have so many things to read, I'll just leave it in the pile. But if you spark their attention, then you win them. Is that okay? Thank you. And then maybe I can show you a short video with our vice, not vice anymore, but policy director that he made last year. It's 2 minutes video, and you'll laugh about it. It just outlines how easy it is to just grab a camera, film a short video, post it somewhere, and it grabs everyone.
I guess the only other thing to add to that is, there's a great phrase which is that from sort of behavioural psychology that says people buy with emotion and back it up with logic. So if you're trying to convince somebody of a message or dispel a myth or break stigma, then the best entry point to that is to grab their emotion, and then the sort of any supporting information, supporting data just goes in to reaffirm that that emotional impact that you've had from the outset of the video. So videos that inspire and pull the heartstrings and trigger emotion are going to be really, really powerful, and something that a lot of people are going to share. So looking at Wikipedia, Wikipedia is another great social platform, and we've had experiences of editing Wikipedia pages. So there is a Wikipedia page dedicated to World Hepatitis Day. We have edited that ourselves in multiple languages so that it's up to date with the theme that we have for the year. That's got links out to websites. You can very easily on Wikipedia look at how many people go onto that page. So there's something like 11,000 people that hit the World Hepatitis Day Wikipedia page every month. So to make sure we've got a link through to the World Hepatitis Alliance website on that Wikipedia entry is really important. As a sort of charity and patient-led organisation, and that gives us a really good opportunity to do that, because a brand or a pharmaceutical company can't really do that because it's not really seen, it's just seen to be promotional. So that gives us a good opportunity to make sure we've got links on key content in Wikipedia out to our sites. You have to be slightly careful with Wikipedia, so you can make edits, you can make changes, you can't really create brand new pages, and if you try to do so, then you can get a bit of a telling off from the Wikipedia community. So the best practice always states that you should always engage with the people who are interested in those pages and let them know about what your plan is before actually doing it. So a bit like you talk to a journalist,